Hey everyone, welcome back to Living Faith Homestead. My name is Jamie and I have been tagged by In Your Yard Homestead to do a video on 10 questions for homesteaders. So the first question is, what got you into homesteading? Well, that's kind of a difficult question, but I don't really know, other than this is the path that I believe that God led me down, because I really had no desire when I was younger to homestead or to garden or do anything except maybe some flower gardens. And then I guess I remember one day being out in my backyard picking wild blackberries and realizing that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to grow my own food. So I spent the whole next year really just reading up on lots of blogs, everything that I could find about homesteading and gardening. And so I guess that's where my journey began. And then, you know, the more I read and the more I learned, I obviously wanted to have a more sustainable lifestyle and a more simpler lifestyle than working my job 40 hours a week that was giving me absolutely no joy whatsoever. So now I guess homesteading, gardening has become a huge passion of mine. So question number 2, what is something you want to add to your homestead in 2020? So in next year, I would like to add some goats to my homestead if I am ready by then. I really wanted to get their goat house built by the end of this fall, but it didn't happen. I got it like half done, so we will see what happens. And I really do want to add a couple goats, just like 2 baby ones to start with, because I haven't raised them before, so it would be an all new experience for me and it would be really fun. So something else I really want to focus on in 2020 is my food storage, really building up my pantry and canning as much food as we possibly can and storing food for whatever may happen. So that's a goal. And one more goal I have is to build a duck house, a separate duck house from my chickens, so that they're not together in the same coop area, because the ducks just get everything really wet and I just want a completely separate duck house so I can add more ducks to what we have now. So question number 3 was, what's the most difficult thing that you have learned while homesteading? Well, I guess that I've learned that it's very difficult to balance life, because all of me wants to be out in the garden and outside all day long, but I still have you know, house chores to do and kids to homeschool and meals to cook, and plus I'm a nurse, so I work occasionally at a nursing home. So trying to balance all of that has been really difficult. Like, I just haven't got that down yet, and so that's something that I really struggle with. Okay, so number 4, what is your favorite chore on the homestead? So my favorite chore on the homestead is definitely planting the garden in the springtime. That's my favorite thing to do. I love to plant the garden, but I also love to make new garden areas, which is really a bad habit for me, because I make all these extra gardens and then it's more than one person can handle. So then I'm stressing out about the weeding. So yeah, so definitely planting the garden in the spring is my favorite. Number 5, what is your favorite thing to grow? I like to grow lots of things, but I think that my favorite things to grow are strawberries and peppers. I love to grow bell peppers, and strawberries can be a pain in the neck because they spread like crazy, but they are my favorite thing to grow. And I think it's because everybody in the family really enjoys the strawberries, and the kids love to come out and pick them. So that is my two favorite things to grow. So number 6, what do you love the most about the Homestead community? Okay, so locally, I don't really have a homestead community. Like, I have a couple of friends that do a little bit of homesteading, but not a lot. And so I guess they're my local community, but mostly my community is the new people that I have met on YouTube. And so that has been really, really great. And I love the friendship and just the support that you get from the YouTube community. It's been really wonderful. So number 7 is, what is your favorite meal to make? Well, I guess I'd have to say lasagna. I love lasagna, and it's kind of fun to make, and everybody really loves it. So I guess that, even though I don't particularly like to cook, even though I can cook, I just don't like to cook. I don't know why. I just don't. Because I'd much rather be outside all day. And like, cooking is like a chore, you know? It's like something I have to do rather than something that I want to do. So I don't know. I just really don't like to cook. So number 8, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is probably Thanksgiving. And so that's probably the only holiday we really celebrate anymore. And I also like Passover, because we do celebrate Passover in the springtime, and I really enjoy that. So number 9, is your homestead where you intend to stay permanently? Well, I don't really know. This is not where I want my homestead to stay permanently. Like, I want to move south. Like, we are in northern New York, so it's cold here. It's snowy. It's just, we're like in growing zone, probably 4B. So our growing zone is short to me, and I'd much rather be down south where I could grow a lot longer and we didn't have all this snow. However, that would mean starting over, and here we own our own home and we don't have a mortgage, so we're kind of debt free, and moving somewhere else would cause us to have to kind of start all over again. And so we kind of keep going back and forth on if we want to move or if we want to stay. So I don't know yet, but I would love to move south. Okay, so number 10, the last question. What homesteaders do you follow and enjoy learning from? Okay, so on YouTube I have a lot of people that I follow and learn from, and I have for a long time. I really like Deep South Homestead. I like Cog Hill Farm. I like Wholesome Roots. I like Our Half Acre Homestead. I love all of her videos, like all of her cooking and canning and all of that. Like, she just makes everything easy and she explains it so well. And I just love her channel. And I don't know if I mentioned, I like Art and Bree and Big Family Homestead. They are good channels that I've watched for a long time and learned a lot from. So as far as gardening, I really like M.I. Gardner. Like, I've learned so much from M.I. Gardner. He has like just an amazing knowledge of gardening that is just really awesome. So I love to catch all of his videos. And also, like, if you're new to gardening, The Rustic Garden is a really good channel. He has great videos on starting seeds and indoors and really just starting your garden altogether. So I really like that channel. So I guess I have to now tag 2 other channels to do this collab. So the first channel is West Homestead and Simply Jan Homestead. So I picked those 2 channels. If you guys can do the video, that would be great. And I thank you for joining me and for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.